Okay. So we are going to discuss about change management. Well, change management, before we understand about change management, we'll understand what is change. Change is nothing but any modification in the IT software is actually a change. Any modification, it can be addition or removal or modification. It's a change. Any modification in the IT software is actually a change. So when you want to change something, there must be a change request to the management. In the organization, if you want to modify something, if you want to change something, there should be a change request to the management. Upon their approval, you will create a change request that must be approved by the management. Upon their approval only, you have to make the changes only during particular time. There should be a process. Okay. So I want to change something means blindly, if I go change something immediately, that will impact. That will impact the organization. This is continuation to the change management, Nilma. Okay. So if I want to change something, if I go directly change it immediately, that will impact. That will impact. Management will take serious action on you. So to avoid that, you have to create a change request and you have to get the approval from the management and you have to make the changes only particular period of time. Mostly changes will be done on weekends. Mostly changes will be done on weekends. Why do we make the changes on weekends? Because in the weekend, employees won't be available, right? Even if the service is down, there won't be any impact on the Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays and Sundays are not business days. Those are weekends. In the weekends, employees won't be there and people won't be using the services. In the weekends, they will be in a traveling mode, they will be in a sleeping mode, they will be in enjoying mode. So during that time only, we will be making the changes in the organizations normally. Or out of working hours. Out of working hours in the sense, midnights. Midnights also employees won't be there, right? So out of working hours and weekends, mostly during this time only, we'll be making the changes. You understand, right? So if I want to make the change, I can't directly go and make the change blindly immediately. There should be a process that is called change management, change request. Clear, right? So in the change request, we have normal change and emergency change, and you have standard change. There are three types of change requests. Today we did discuss about a normal change request life cycle. We did discuss about normal change request life cycle. So when exactly we will use normal change request? So when you have a proper plan, okay. So proper plan in the sense, so I want to add voice command feature. I want to add voice command feature in the ServiceNow. Okay. So here I have to show a button here where when I click on this one, it will listen to my voice. It will open the form. That is actually voice command feature. Or I can say, hey Alexa, please open YouTube. Hey Alexa, play this song. Something like that. Hey ServiceNow, please open incident form. Something like that. I want to add a voice command feature. I know what to develop and what to add. That is voice command feature. So by August 30, okay, I want to add this voice command feature to the ServiceNow, so that every employee use voice command. They'll be opening the incident form. They'll be opening the whatever the form they like. Okay. So they'll be using the voice command feature. Once I add that, once I make that change in the ServiceNow software. Getting my point? So I have to add voice command feature by August 30. On August 30th date, I have to add this voice command feature to the Facebook, sorry, ServiceNow, so that every employees can use this voice command feature. That means I have a proper plan what to develop, by when it should be available to the employees. And if you have everything planned, then you will go for normal change request. Normal change request. Okay. And now we will discuss about emergency change request. It's called unplanned change request. Unplanned change request. Okay. It's called unplanned change request. So unplanned change request means, guys, and you have developed something, okay, and you moved it to production. So when employee is using that in the production, okay, if they observe any issue, that should be fixed immediately. Now, let me give you one example. So you have added a payment feature in the service now. So when you are actually transferring the payment, instead of 1,000 rupees, it is actually sending 2,000 rupees. Instead of 1,000 rupees, it is deducting 2,000 rupees. And that should be fixed immediately. Okay. So here you have developed something that is tested properly and moved it to production. So when in the production, we realized that later we realized that instead of 1,000 rupees, it is actually sending double amount. That must be fixed immediately. It's an unplanned change request. So in that case, if you don't fix it, employees lose their trust. Okay. If employees lose their trust, they stop using it. When you are transferring money from the phone pay, if it is sending 2,000 rupees instead of 1,000 rupees, when you are transferring 1,000 rupees, if it is sending 2,000 rupees, do you trust phone pay? You won't trust phone pay, right? So when people don't trust phone pay, they'll immediately uninstall it. So if users are uninstalling it, then no business. So when you are making the WhatsApp call and you are speaking to your phone some important issues, if that conversation is actually uh, audible for the third person means, so you won't trust the WhatsApp now. The third person is able to hear your conversation means, where is the trust there? And you will immediately uninstall the app. You will immediately uninstall the app and then you don't use, and you will start using another app. So trust matter everywhere. Once you lose the trust, it is very difficult to gain. So similarly, that has to be done immediately. That is why we call it as emergency. If something has to be changed immediately, then you will go for emergency change request. Okay. If something has to be changed immediately, then you will go for emergency change request. So go to the application navigator and type change here. Go to create new. Previously, we chose normal change request. This time we are choosing emergency change request. This time you are choosing emergency change request. So request name, you will select your team lead name. Okay, configuration item, Salesforce. So you will write the Start description. We'll write the justification, implementation plan, risk impact analysis, backout plan. So yeah, we'll have to select them as well. Okay. So schedule. So in the schedule, you have to select the date on which date you are going to make the changes. As it is emergency, you will select within 1 week. I'm selecting 10th date here. Okay. So you will actually inform the management. Guys, for emergency, you can see model as emergency, type as emergency. For emergency change request, you don't have to wait for the management approval. For emergency change request, you don't have to wait for the management approval. So this SS phase will be skipped in the emergency change request. If I click on request approval, this SS phase will be skipped. Directly it will go to authorize phase. Directly it went to authorize phase. Okay. In the authorize phase, it will send an approval to the change advisory board. Change advisory board will actually immediately take the action. They are 24/7 available. You can give them a call. They will provide their approval. So once they provide their approval, it will go to scheduled phase. So only difference is this management approval is not required in the emergency change request. In the normal change request, management approval is required. So in the scheduled phase, we'll wait for the 10th date. Once it reaches this 10th date, it will automatically go to implementation phase. Okay. It will automatically go to implementation phase. So in the implementation phase, as you all know, two tasks will be created. One is actually implementation task, another one is testing task. In the implementation stage, on August 10th, you will make some changes. Once the changes are made, you will close this task. Once the changes are made, you will close this particular task. Okay. So once it is done, you will actually do some testing, unit testing. Then once testing is completed, you will close this task. You will close this task. So once these two tasks are closed, the change request will go to automatically review state. And finally, you will provide the final feedback. Finally, you will provide the final feedback. You will close the change request. The only difference between normal change request and emergency change request is that emergency change request is an unplanned change request. You no need to get the approval from the management. That is the only difference. Direct it will go to authorize phase. And standard change request. So standard change request is actually same change, you have to do it multiple times. Same change, you have to do it multiple times. Same modification, you have to do it multiple times. Okay. Getting my point. Okay. So there are actually 200 servers. 200 servers. So every server will be upgraded for every 6 months. For every server, there will be a new update. There will be a new update for every 6 months. Okay. So that means that for every 6 months, they have to upgrade their server to the latest update. For every 6 months, they have to upgrade their servers to latest update. So there are 200 servers. These 200 servers, you have to update to the latest version for every 6 months. Okay, these 200 for every 6 months, you have to upgrade to the latest update. You can't upgrade 600 servers at a time. You can't upgrade 600 servers at a time. If you upgrade 600 servers at a time, there will be a service down. Say, let us say HDFC company has 200 servers, guys. If all servers are down, all applications, bank website, everything will be down. HDFC Bank has 200 servers. If all servers are down, all websites, mobile applications, everything will be down. There will be a complete service down. Suppose if the service is down for 2 days, employees will be panic, right? Employees will be panic, users also will get panic. Hmm? So to avoid that, first we will upgrade 10 servers. So in that case, we will divide 200 servers into we will divide 200 servers into totally 67 or we'll divide it into 60, 80. So these 200 servers, I am dividing it into 3 parts, 60, 60, 80. These 60, I am dividing into parts, 30. 60 also I am dividing into 2 parts. This one also I am dividing into 40, 40. Okay. These 30 servers, I'll keep it in London. These 30 servers, I'll keep it in India. These 30 servers, I'll keep it in America. These 30 servers, I'll keep it in Canada. These 40 servers, I'll keep it in China. These 40 servers, I'll keep it in Australia. Suppose in the India, too much floods has come. These servers are down. The applications will be running from this particular 30 servers. In the Canada, there is a cyclone. Because of that cyclone, 30 servers are down. The service will be running from this particular 30 servers. In the China, 40 servers are down. Okay. In the China, 40 servers are down. So whatever the 40 servers that are available in Australia, the applications will be running from those servers. So this is called backup mechanism. This is called backup mechanism. So if there are 200 servers, 100 servers are primary servers, 100 servers are backup servers. Primary servers will be in one location, backup servers will be in different location. So why do they keep primary servers in one location, backup servers in one location? There is no chance that natural calamities occur everything at one place. There is no chance that at a time cyclone will come in Canada and India both, right? The cyclone has come in China and Australia both, then that is actually an unpredicted one. Natural calamities will occur at only one place at a time, as far as we know. If the flood has come in Chennai, whatever the servers that are there in the Chennai will be down. So that we will use alternative servers. So that is why organizations will always use backup mechanism. If the organization has 200 servers, 100 servers are primary servers, 100 servers are backup servers. So they will keep primary servers at one place, they'll keep backup servers at one place. Okay, getting my point. So likewise, they divided servers into 3 parts. So in the 60 servers, 30 primary servers are actually in the UK. 30 servers are in India. 30 servers are in Canada. 30 servers are in US. 40 servers are in China. 40 servers are in Australia. So that we can make sure there is no service down. Okay. So in that case, first we will upgrade these 30 servers. We'll make the changes in this particular 30 servers first, so that applications run on this particular backup servers. Then once these are upgraded, we will upgrade these servers. Then we'll come to this particular one. We'll upgrade these servers, so that service will be running from this particular servers. Once this particular upgrade is completed, we'll come to this particular server, so that applications will run on this particular servers. Okay. So then we'll come to this particular servers. So we'll upgrade these servers. We'll make the changes on these servers. Once the changes are done, during that time, if there is any service down, the applications will be running from these servers. Okay. So once we upgrade these servers, if there is any service down, the applications will be running from this particular servers. So likewise, if there are 200 servers, you have to upgrade them sequentially, not at a time. So that means the same change you have to do it here, same change you have to do it here, same change you have to do it here, you have to do it here, and same change you have to do 6 times here. So in that case, instead of creating normal change request and emergency change request, we'll create a standard change request. You got my point, right? This is how organizations maintain the backup mechanism. Okay, every big companies has this backup mechanism. Okay, there will be business continuity management as well in the organizations. Okay, so business continuity management means, suppose if the office building has some earthquake, if the office building has some fire accident, the work should not be hampered, right? Clients will not listen to you that there is an earthquake, that is why we are not able to work. Client won't listen to us. There is a fire accident, that is why we are not working, means they won't listen to us. If there is an earthquake or if there is a fire accident in the office, how we should continue the work? That is actually called business continuity management. So that is actually a maintaining backup. In case of any emergency, how we should continue our work from home. In case of emergency, how we should continue our work from another office. That is how all organizations maintain the backup. Okay. That is what called business continuity management. So likewise, they will maintain the servers backup, guys. We can't upgrade all servers at a time. We'll go one by one. First, we'll upgrade few servers. First, we'll make changes on few servers. Then we'll make changes on few servers. Likewise, we'll complete one by one. Okay. So for that, we don't use normal change request. We don't use emergency change request. We'll use standard change request. So first of all, guys, standard change request process is a little more different. For standard change request, you have to first write everything in a paper. So it is just an example, guys. Remember, you have to write everything in a paper. This is what the changes that I am going to do it in the servers. You will get the sign from the manager. Using that paper, you will first upgrade 30 servers. You will upgrade 30 servers. You will upgrade 30 servers. You will upgrade 30, 40, 40. You will use the same paper for every change. Getting my point? You will write everything in down. Okay, this is what I am going to do. And your manager will sign there. After that, you will use that paper. You will use that paper. And using that paper, you will be first upgrading 30 servers, 30, 30, 30, 40, 40. Okay. Getting my point? So that paper is called here as template. Okay. If you scroll down, you just click on my proposals, or you can just click on all templates. Anyone, you can click off any of them. Open proposals. So click a new standard change proposal. Okay. Bank server upgrade. You can see change request values. Okay. You'll write everything here. 5, 6, 7. The short description, implementation plan, backout plan, risk impact analysis, justification, backout plan, backout plan is already selected. Backout plan is already selected. So configuration item, I'm selecting for now this one. Okay. Assignment group. You'll select all the details. This is like a paper, guys. Paper we call it as template, standard change template. Okay. You created a template. And here you request the approval. You will take the paper to the manager and manager will sign. Sign is nothing but approval here. You click on request approval. You click on request approval here. So once you click on request approval, your manager will receive the approval. So here your manager has to approve it. Once they approve it, the paper is ready. The template is ready. Okay. Now the paper is ready. Template is ready. So then what you will do? You will go to the application navigator, type change, Go to create new. And here, wherever you see pre-approved, all pre-approved change requests are standard change requests. Here, bank server upgrade. This is actually the template that we created now. So you'll click on this one. You can see model standard, configuration item is automatically populated, start description is automatically populated, specification, implementation plan, risk analysis, backup plan, test plan, everything is automatically populated. You will select the schedule time here. Schedule time, I'm actually selecting 17th August, 18th August. Okay. So you created a change request from the template. Okay. So you already took the approval from the manager, right? So here you don't have to take the approval. Directly you will go to scheduled phase. These two phases will be skipped. Okay, it will wait for 17th date, and once the 17th date has come, we will go to implementation phase. Once 17th date has come, on the 17th date, you will make the changes. And once the changes are made, you will close this particular task. Okay. So once the tasks are completed, it will automatically go to review phase. And you will provide the final feedback and you will close it. From the scheduled phase onwards, process is common. Before scheduled phase only, the difference will come. For emergency change request, you don't have to get the approval from the management. For standard change request, you have to take the approval in the beginning itself. Okay. Yes. Manager has already given the approval, right? So you will use the template to create the change request. Getting my point? Okay. So for normal change request, it is directly going to authorized phase. Sorry, for normal change request, it is going to SS phase, authorized phase. For the emergency, it is going directly to authorize. For standard, it is directly going to scheduled phase because the flows are written in such a way Just go to the flow designer here. Okay. Emergency. So these flows are running in the backend. Directly, it is going to authorize phase, review, authorize, implement, and review. Standard. So for standard, these are actually running in the backend. Okay. These flows you will understand slowly, guys. Even if I explain now, you won't be able to understand. These flows will be running in the backend. We are responsibility to take care of these flows in the backend. So normally when a change request is created, when it went to implementation phase, it has created two tasks, right? Instead of two tasks, it has to create three tasks. What should I do? we have to modify the flows. We have to modify the flows in the backend. See implementation tasks. So here you can see there are two tasks. One is implementation task, implementation testing task. Here you have to add an extra task here. So that whenever it goes to the implementation stage, it will create 3 tasks. Instead of 2 tasks, it will create 3 tasks. So likewise, if you want to send approval to multiple members, so we can actually change the approval policy here. We can change the approval policy here. Let us say here in the change request, if one member approved, it is automatically approving it, right? Let us say 2 members approved, only then it has to approve. We have to write that logic. So that only when the 2 members approved, only then it will actually be approved. That backend flows we have to take care of as a ServiceNow developer. This form design, this process flow, everything we have to take care. Okay. So this risk level field, I want to remove it from the form. What I do, I'll right click, go to configure, go to form layout. Risk level field. I am removing it from the form. So that no employee can see this field on the form. As we remove that field from the form, no employee can see that on the form. You have got an idea, right? So we as a ServiceNow developer are responsible to modify anything in the ServiceNow software. Clear, right? So how this form is designed, how the incident form is designed. So if you go to tables, that concept day of tomorrow we are supposed to discuss. You go to the tables. They created a table called incident table. First they create a table. From the table, they will design the form. First they create this table. So from this table, they design the form. Click on show form. Okay. So they create a table called change request table. From this table, design the change request form. Forms are designed from the tables, guys. Tables concept we'll be discussing it in 2 or 3 days. Okay. Whatever the forms that we are seeing, we'll design it from the zero. Okay. So any questions from anyone, guys? I'm unmuting everyone. I have unmuted everyone. You can ask your questions, guys.
So, sir, Rizwan here. Just would like to check. Change request can be done only on the incidents which we are already created, right?
No. You can directly create a change request. No need to create the change request from the incident. Problems you should be creating from the incidents.
Okay. Got it.
Sir, is standard change request we are doing now, sir? It is already automated, like, ante
Yes,
automation. Yes, sir.
it is already defined template.
Okay, sir. అంటే ఈ పర్టికులర్ ఆఫ్ టైంలో ఇవి చేంజ్ అవ్వాలి అని మనం ఆల్రెడీ ఆటోమేట్ చేసి షెడ్యూల్ చేసి ఉంటాం కదా సార్.
Yes.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
So that is how the change management life cycle goes on in ServiceNow, guys. So you will understand slowly how the change management is developed from the scratch and all. We will understand. By creating a new application, you will come to know. So change requests will be handled by internal employee or admins. Okay. So guys, here we as a ServiceNow developer team want to make some changes. We will create the change request. Once the development is completed, once the testing is completed, once we showcase it demo to the client, we will create a change request to the clients. They will approve it. After their approval, we will make the changes and we will close the change requests. Okay, let us say Salesforce developers. Salesforce developers will actually make some changes. They'll get it tested and they will showcase the demo to the clients. And after that, they will create a change request in ServiceNow to the Salesforce management. Once they approved it, they'll make the changes in Salesforce and they'll close the change request in ServiceNow. Getting my point?
But sir, the Salesforce itself is a different platform, right? We have Salesforce developer. So how will they implement? Why will they need ServiceNow to implement the changes? They must have their own platform to make any changes. There is a Salesforce
See,
developer as well, just like ServiceNow.
ServiceNow is a ticket tracking platform. Change request is a ticket that is proof that on this particular time, this guy has made some changes. You're getting my point?
Okay, so
ServiceNow, in ServiceNow, you are creating a ticket, change request that I am making these particular changes so that management will approve. This particular time, you will make the changes. And who made the changes, and also you can actually document it in ServiceNow. It's a tracking tool. In organizations, there can be many softwares. On which software you are making change, the change request should be there in ServiceNow. Got my point?
okay, so whatever change for whatever software they are making a change, it has to go through ServiceNow ticketing tool.
Definitely. Yes, ServiceNow is the point of contact for every software because it is a ticketing tool.